welcome back to our channel Adamya Education. As promised last week, today we are back with the specimen paper of Maths 2026 examinations. So again, doing these specimen papers which we are doing in the regular classes, it will help you amp up your preparation, and it will also help you to understand in which of the chapters you need a bit more practice and which of the chapters are completed from your side. So let's begin. X minus 2 and x plus 2 are the factors of a polynomial as given here. You have to find the third factor of the given polynomial. So it's a very simple question. First of all, the factors given are x minus 2 and x plus 2. So if you multiply these in order to get the combination of these factors, you are going to get x squared minus 4. So if we divide this polynomial with this polynomial, we are going to get the third factor as the quotient. So let's do it. X cube plus x square minus 4x minus 4 divided by x square minus 4. So first of all, we are going to multiply x square minus 4 with x, and we are going to get x cube minus 4x. On solving, we are remaining with x square minus 4. So now if we multiply 1 with x square minus 4, we are going to get x square minus 4, and you are going to get the remainder as 0. So the correct answer is, or you can say the third factor of this polynomial is x plus 1. So option number 3 is the correct answer. Next, Radha deposited rupees 400 per month in a recurring deposit account for 18 months. The qualifying sum of money for the calculation of interest is. So the qualifying sum of money is the total money that the person is giving each month, the overall sum of money which the person has invested in a recurring deposit. So as you know, the formula for the qualifying sum, or the final amount which the person has invested excluding the interest, we are going to add the interest to this later on, but how much has the person saved by himself or herself? The formula is P into n plus 1 divided by 2, where P is the value which the person has deposited each month, n is the number of months, and n plus 1 is the number of months plus 1, like you can see in the formula itself. So P is 400, n is 18, so n plus 1 will be 19 divided by 2. So on solving, we are going to get 68400. So this amount of money the person has saved, and now on this money some interest has been paid to the person by the bank or by the organization. So the correct answer is rupees 68,400. Next question. So this is a question from the chapter similarity, if I am not wrong. In the given figure, AC is the diameter of a circle. Okay, AP is given as 3 cm and PB is given as 4 cm. If the area of triangle APQ is 18 cm square, then the area of the shaded portion of QPBC. So it has not been shaded, but it has already been mentioned that you have to find the area of the region QPBC. That means this region, the trapezium. So this is also a very direct question. Let's see. So we know one thing, that whenever we have two similar triangles, the ratio of the area of the similar triangles will be equal to the ratio of square of any of the corresponding sides. So we are going to use that concept, but before that we need to prove that these two triangles that we can see, APQ and ABC, they are similar to one another. So let's see. First of all, this angle A is common for both the triangles. Also, angle P and angle B are each 90 degree. So using the AA criterion of similarity, you can easily say that these two triangles are similar to one another. Now if I use the formula which I said previously, so the area of triangle APQ divided by area of triangle ABC can be written as AP square, square of the corresponding sides, divided by AB square. Make sure you are taking the entire side of the triangle. Okay, many people would do a mistake and only consider PB, so that's wrong. You have to consider the corresponding sides of the triangles. Alright, so let's find out the answer. The ratio of area, we have the area of APQ, so let's put it 18 divided by area of triangle ABC. AP is given as 3 cm and AB is given as 4 plus 3, that is 7. So 3 square by 7 square. So let's solve it. area of triangle ABC will be equal to 18 into 49 divided by 9. So 9 2s are 18. The final answer is 98 centimeters square. So is this the answer of the question? No. We have been asked to find out the area of this trapezium, not the area of the triangle. So the area of the trapezium will be area of triangle ABC minus the area of triangle APQ. So if we solve it, we are going to get 98 minus 18. So the correct answer will be 80 centimeters square. So the correct option is option number 3, 80 centimeters square. Hopefully you are understanding. The questions are quite simple and understandable. Next, this is a question from the chapter tangents. Let's see. In the given diagram, the radius of the circle with center O is 3 centimeters. So the radius is 3 centimeters. And PA and PB are two tangents to the circle, and these tangents are at right angle to one another. Your question is you have to find the length of OP. Alright. So you need to find out the length of OP. Okay. So this is 3 centimeter. It has been given in the question. OB is the radius, so it is 3 centimeter. Also, if I draw O and if I join O to A, that is also going to become another radius. So it is also 3 centimeter. So we have studied it in one of the proof related questions in your book as well, that whenever there is a tangent there are two tangents which are touching the circle at 2 points, and the tangents are perpendicular to one another, the diagram which we are getting by combining the two radius and the two tangents which are touching those points, it is actually forming a square. So we can say that this figure AOBP AOBP, it is a square. So if it is a square, that means this is also 3 centimeter and this is also 3 centimeter. Our question is we have to find the value of OP. So OP is basically the diagonal of the square, and in order to find out the diagonal of the square, we know that the formula is square root of side square plus side square, or you can also say square root of 2 side square. So square root of 2 into the side is 3, so 3 square. So 3 root 2 centimeter is the correct answer. So 3 root 2 centimeter is the answer of this question. The value of OP is 3 root 2 centimeter. So don't you think that doing maximum number of questions, practicing maximum number of questions is basically going to help you with these 1 mark questions? As soon as you see this question, you are quite sure that this diagram that you are going to get is going to be a square, and you already know what is the value of the diagonal of a square. It is root 2 into side, right? So when you practice more and more questions from your book, from your main textbook which is given to you by the school, you are actually preparing for these type of small questions, which actually takes up a lot of time if you are not prepared with it. So make sure you are practicing every question from your textbook, and only then you are going for other guidebooks. Next question, it is an assertion reasoning based question. So I always say that whenever there is an assertion reasoning based question, you have to be very careful while dealing with the options. If sec theta plus tan theta is equal to A and sec theta minus tan theta is equal to B, then AB is equal to 1. So let's see if the assertion is correct. So first of all, sec theta plus tan theta, it has been given as A, and sec theta minus tan theta is equal to B. So if you multiply these two, because you have to find AB, so A into B is actually equal to the product of these two, that is sec square theta minus tan square theta, and this is an identity, square identity. Sec square theta minus tan square theta is 1. So the assertion is correct. And in the reason also they have said the same thing which we have used in the assertion. So assertion is true and reason is also the correct explanation of the assertion. So option number 3 is the correct answer. Next question. A solid sphere is cut into two identical hemispheres. Alright, the assertion is the total volume of the two hemispheres is equal to the volume of the original sphere. We have already studied about this in that chapter volume, that whenever we are melting something or we are cutting something, the volume will not change. The surface area will change, but the volume of the pieces of that material and the original material, they will be same. So yes, it's true that whenever you are cutting a sphere into two halves, the volume of each of the halves, when you add them up, you are going to get the volume of the original sphere. But on the other hand, in the reason portion, they have said that the total surface area is also equal. So that's not true, because if you imagine it, this is a sphere. When you cut it, you are going to get two hemispheres, right? So in a sphere there is only one surface, but in a hemisphere there are two surfaces each. So of course we are not going to get the same surface area in both the cases. So the assertion is true but the reason is false. Therefore option number 1 is the correct answer. The last question from today's session. Given that the sum of the squares of the first 7 natural numbers is 140, then their mean is. Alright, so they have said that the sum of the squares of the first 7 natural numbers, and we have to find out the mean. So it's a very simple question. We know mean is equal to sum of observation by number of observation. This single word squares, it is going to make a lot of students confused that why they have mentioned the term squares. So how are we going to solve it? It's nothing. The sum has been given 140. How many observations are we considering? The first 7. So 7 is the number of observation. So your correct answer will be 20. So I hope you have understood the questions which we did in today's session. So next day we are going to do the long questions as well. So stay tuned for the next video. Bye everybody. Have a great day and have a great Diwali ahead.